Hey, I just want to take a second before the video to say there are links in the description to get information on the Black Lives Matter movement, so consider taking a moment to check out those links. I hope you all are staying safe and healthy, and you can use this as a little moment to relax with some very scenic footage of Italy. Thanks for listening and enjoy the video.
Doing?
Getting our cooking supplies together. Looking for bees.
Grabbing some beans?
Yep, and putting it in the bucket, and we'll carry that over to our tent city. And we need
A lot of the campsites we experienced on this road trip had these lawn areas that you can pay a discounted price to set up your tent, and we started calling them tent cities because there's basically tents everywhere and they don't really have defining areas to set up. It's wherever you pick a spot. Usually we do reserve specific plots, but this campsite was completely full of RVs, so tent city actually ended up being a way nicer option. Cheers. We're here on a trail in Italy, and it's the Three Peak or Three Mountain area. We're basically doing this huge trail that a ton of people are also doing. It kind of feels like a pilgrimage. Basically a 4 to 5 hour loop, I think, along the mountains. We're just, I think about 40 minutes in so far. And it's like really warm out, but there's still like snow around and just some really high up views. You can see how many people are here. It's crazy. So these are the three peaks right behind me here. So these three peaks are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and it's probably one of the most famous in the Italian Alps. And so it's become a really popular site for tourists and photographers. We only had one day to hike here, but there is a lot more hiking to do, so it definitely seems like a place well worth exploring. The terrain is pretty rocky, so it's a bit slow going. You just gotta like take your time and walk carefully. But I mean, the people hiking here, it's like people that are way more intense with gear than us, and people that are just in jeans and sneakers. And there's also like every age range here, so I feel like anyone is kind of doing this hike. So we're gonna continue on and head to the next little hut there that should have some nice views of the mountain as well. So onwards we go. So what's really nice about these huts is that you can find your bathrooms, food, and sometimes even places to sleep. And of course, great views if you just want to sit and have a beer. I feel like it's been sort of crazy since we got to Italy. When we got into our campsite, we were running super behind and had to go and run and get groceries and then set up camp, and it was really late. And so it's actually nice to just kind of sit here for a little bit and chill out and enjoy. That's the path we gotta take back. It's our first chalet over there. Ooh, it's icy. Probably one of the last rest stops here, and it says that it is 2,283 meters up. And actually we're about to get maybe a little rain. We're having some raindrops now, so we're probably gonna grab some water and then try to get back to the car. Made it back to the car. I think we hiked for about 6.5 hours. Finally at the car, and we totally got hit by rain, but it wasn't too bad, so did it. Next stop, campsite. We just like pulled off to the side of the road just to look at this water. Can't get over how blue this water is, and it's so clear. So something really interesting happened in our last night we were there. We started seeing fires like pop up at the tops of mountains. It kind of felt like a scene out of Lord of the Rings, to be honest. As we walked around the campgrounds, we saw like one fire start to build, and then we looked over the next mountaintop and another one was kind of lighting off as well. And as we walked around, we noticed that these were turning into symbols. So we found out this is part of a religious tradition in the area for midsummer to celebrate. So we just happened to be there at the right place, right time. So we are headed out of Italy and back into Austria, heading towards Innsbruck. The weather is nice right now, but we don't know exactly what's going to be in store for today. So there might be a stop on the way to Innsbruck, but we're not sure yet because we're still in the mountains and the weather can kind of change any second. So we're gonna see what happens. And we made it to a summer toboggan.